Well, sports fans, I'm a little bit late getting to my guessers, my people, in the hot and cold guessing game. I better postpone a project I was thinking of doing right now. I might wait till after the game's over. Who knows? So let's get on to guessing game action. I'm your host, Tommy Walker. I'm an author on the side. I'm inventor of this guessing game where our mystery is pudding. And by way of Pink Floyd, how can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? How? It can't be done. That is the pathway, the intended, most likely pathway. Because we made Pink Floyd the modifier. And it could happen any second. It really should happen. It should have happened ages ago, really, but once again, we had a little bit of a breakthrough. It really should happen. 52% odds. Last update said 51%. I ended up being wrong, but that doesn't make me any less confident that it's solved now. 52% odds that we've got pudding in this batch. Okay, what the hell? So what I'm looking at here is I'm out of my mind. Oh, yes, okay, I'm out of my mind. These two guesses here, you didn't have benefit of my golden tones and benefit of my natural reaction when I first saw this. This is something I peeked at with the mic off and everything else. So what I need to do is hit refresh. And what I actually like to do is hit parent thread. So first we're going to take a look at the opening post of this thread, where I explain what the heck's going on in a little bit. Guess My Mystery and Deeper Web will tell us how close you are. Clue noun, the modifier, gets fewer hits than the mystery. This is a key point because very few people have, well, very few guesses from my people have really qualified on this front. Even on the basic noun front, in the way that I've defined a noun in the past. I'll tell you if you guess the modifier before the mystery is solved, and they've done that part. The modifier was Pink Floyd. That was out of the way at guess 74. Have a guess or a probe or two. I'll show you how they did, and then you may have two more. I try to take care of your submissions at least twice a day. Good luck, keep the faith, and have fun. Pudding. Any second. Pudding. Well, okay. Now here's a point I have something to say that I never said before. Never really, well, maybe kind of germinating the thought, but this spoken part, yesterday I listened to a version of the song Mother with Sinead O'Connor singing it. It was kind of strange. There's certain things about it that make it a boy-centric song. And including the lyric boy at some point. But never minding that, the pudding part, the spoken pudding part, was actually attached to the beginning of Mother, rather than, in this case anyways, rather than to the end of Another Brick in the Wall Part 2. So I would say, yes, you've got it. It is Another Brick in the Wall Part 2. But there are ways it's possible to interpret it as the beginning of Mother rather than the end of that part of Another Brick in the Wall. So, and spending a guess on it was, well, maybe, maybe not. But I guess it is something that makes this kind of tough to nail. And looking for pudding. Pudding is it. We have guessed pudding in the past. I mean, not guessed pudding in the past, excuse me. We have Greyflake. Greyflake, and that's what, this is Greyflake here. We're seeing here is the tuft of his horse's head right there. Greyflake's horse's head, the tuft of his head, his mane, right there. So Grayflink's coming up, and Grayflink actually posted the line, how can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat, in the text area. He guessed two different things, but the pudding line was on his mind, and he posted that, but he did not convert it into a guess. No one picked up on it at the time. This was way back around guess number 86 that this had happened. We're pushing 200 now, and it's been kind of an embarrassment since. We were kind of fast to the verge, but I think it's been an embarrassment since. And well, here's him again with one more chance to realize that he never guessed it in the first place. If that's why he's been dancing everywhere except in the pudding spot. Let's see what we've got this time. It doesn't look like PUDD. I don't really see anything here. Looking at these trailing letters or long letters, I don't really see the pattern of pudding in any of those dots. So let's see what we have. Bread and circuses, this heaven. Who knows? Being sucked to the wall. So are you, if we're talking about the wall and being sucked into walls, see here Grayflink's writing a story, and I wonder if it's being influenced by his real-time participation in this guessing game. But anyways, he doesn't have it. Pudding will have to come from someone else. I would like it to come from Miss Markey. She was the first person to guess correctly that that we were looking for lyrics from Another Brick in the Wall. She gave us, I believe she gave us Dark Sarcasm and Education. But she was the first one to correctly get to Brick in the Wall lyrics. It's just been amazing. It's a very limited pool of words. Just amazing and such clarity. So this shows it's from that from Brick in the Wall or Mother/Mother. It says with such clarity that it's one of the two or both of the two. Just amazing for it to have lasted this long. This would even before guess 86 that Smarky posted Another Brick in the Wall lyrics, and the scores have clapped as loudly for these types of guesses that I think they can clap as loud as they can be. And there it is. Francis, so what this bike thing is about is a shortened version of Bike Sheds. Which she scores great and huge and all that, but that's it. 13. I barely got Regulation. Francis and Grayflink and Jules. Just amazing. Just amazing. I'm going to see you for my nice little time down to $64. Let's see now. Down to $64. You can seriously help change that by putting 99 of your own hard-earned cents towards the Kindle edition here of Monstrous by Tommy Walker. Let's see, there's that, and there's that. There you see the author name finally. Yeah. But I'm down to 64 cents. Tomorrow's payday. I feel kind of rich, frankly. So, bye-bye.